Hi there. I remember years ago sitting under the most beautiful tree outside a supermarket in Totnes with one of my dearest friends. And she said to me, I would love to be paid for just being me. And she has magnificently created that throughout her life. But it's not really until the beginning of this year that I started to recognize that that's the place that I'm moving into. And I really feel that I had to understand and own my own sense of value before that could happen. And I'm still working on it because my ego's way of relating to the world is to actually be quite subservient and pretend that that's that sort of spiritual place of service. But actually, it leaves me in a place of lack. But when I'm really sharing my value from my heart, and then it's not about an exchange, it's not about anything other than expressing my heart and doing what I love, then I'm actually being of service rather than in servitude. And that's where the flow of life really comes from me, for me. And I think I really first got this when I was in France. I was a volunteer. I was spending hours every day absolutely lavishing my love into the project at Echo Chateau with Ruth Phillips, who runs everything down there magnificently. And at some point during my stay there was a shift in balance as far as I was concerned. I discovered that going nomadic actually interested and inspired people, and all of a sudden, me having lived my own passion, my own intuitive path, was inspiring people whether I thought about it or not. And the more that I stayed true and stay true to the roar of my lion heart, the more people want to hear what I have to say. And that can be on an individual basis or a group basis. And I found it far more enjoyable and satisfying because I just devote more and more to doing what I love. And now that comes out as expressed not just in the writing that I'm doing, but also the videos that I make for people's websites, the writing that I do to promote them through magazines and also on their websites if they want PR copy of that kind. Um, and through the intuitive coaching that I do. And every single thing that I do now comes from that place of me sharing the value of my heart. Sometimes I come from a place of subservience, but much more I'm noticing that I choose to go for my heart and come from that place. I'm sort of beginning to feel on this Sunday morning and coming out the other side of a cold that I'm beginning to burble a bit. So I'm not going to say any more, but I do hope that you would like reading the blog that says it far more succinctly and more effectively than I'm doing now. And wish you a wonderful Sunday, and I'll speak to you next week. Bye bye.